In this video, we're going to continue topic 10.1 and we're going to look at example 2. So in example 2, we're supposed to define our terms recursively. So that means I basically have to use the previous term to define it. So what that means is if I have a sub 1 right here, which would be my first term in my sequence, to get a sub 2, I would have to do, I'm going to use this little formula they give me, a sub 2 minus 1 plus 3. Which really means I have 2 times a sub 1 plus 3. And then I know that a sub 1 is negative 1. So I do 2 times negative 1 plus 3. 2 times negative 1 would be negative 2 plus 3, which equals 1, which means my new term, previous term, is 1. So I'm going to add that to the list. So to do a sub 3, I'm not going to do all the substituting in. I'm basically just going to take one, I'm going to substitute in my previous term. So I'd have 2 times 1 plus 3. 2 times 1 is 2 plus 3 is 5. Let's go one more, a sub 4. 2 times the previous term, 5 plus 3. 2 times 5 is 10 plus 3 is 13. Let's look at B. So B says we're starting with 5 on our list. Let me use a different color. So 5 is my first term. So this time we are supposed to be doing the next term on the list. Just noticed something. All right, sorry about the momentary blip there. So the notation is slightly different, right, between these two. You'll notice that this was an a sub n minus 1 because I started with an a sub n. This time it's saying k plus 1, but notice it says b sub k. They both mean the same thing. They're both talking about the previous term. So in order to get, if I was substituting into this second one here, I know that b sub 1 is 5. B sub 1 plus 1 would really be b sub 2, which is going to be when I substitute in. Our previous, remember, was the 1. 1 plus 1 over 2 times b sub 1, which would be 2 over 2 times b sub 1 is 5. So that just means that I'd have 1 times 5, or 5, would be my second term in the list. And then I've got b sub 1, 2 plus 1, which is b sub 3. So that would be 2 plus 1 over 2 times b sub 2, which would be 3 over 2 times the 5, which was our previous again. So that looks like it would be 15 over 2. All right, let's go one more term. So b sub 3 plus 1 would be b sub 4, which means I'd have 3 plus 1 over 2 times b sub 3. So that would be 4 over 2 times 15 over 2, which would be, 2 goes into 4 twice, so 30 over 2, which would be 15.